Oh, there's a new one. Oh, there's another new one. Welcome back. It's been a while, of course. Hope you just watched my radar run video I put up. But today I want to try and get kind of back into the swing of what I was doing. Not necessarily, but I need to start posting. So a lot has changed for me. I am now living in my house at the garage. So I no longer am running around all over the place. I now have basically unlimited time outside of work to work on my projects. So of course I've gotten more projects. So there's a lot to talk about. It's going to be a talking video. Not much is going to get done, but definitely need to make an update on where I've been for the past 2 months probably, and what the heck has happened and why I haven't been here. So I don't know. Let's get into it. So I'm going to start off here in the main shop. Might as well start out with a project that I know the channel's familiar with, the square body Cummins, because basically every part has been documented so far, minus me getting the front end mounted. I did that just kind of on my own, going through some stuff. So got that all done. This was way back in April that I did this. So, but I think I haven't filmed anything on the truck since April. And honestly, nothing's gotten done on the truck since April. Well, there's a lot of running around looking for parts. Finally got the part situation settled. So come over here to this bench. I finally have all my new injection lines. We ordered the wrong set the first time, so me and a buddy had to go back through and figure that out. I got a new oil feed line to my vacuum pump. I got a new seal kit for the vacuum and power steering pump. I forget what this little guy's called, but you see this guy here, I got myself an HX35. It worked out pretty good. I made a joke with a friend of mine, Dan, seeing him on the channel with the Thunderbird and the 50, or yeah, the 50 F100, but he's a big Cummins guy also, and he ended up acquiring a 4BT, and he made the joke that, hey, your turbo off your first gen would be perfect for it. And I jokingly respond with, get me an HX35 and you can have said turbo for your 4BT. Well, about a month later, this guy here shows up. So big thanks to my buddy Dan for that. And also for finding all these parts. He helped me with that as well. But the whole fuel system is ready to go. Just gotta get around to installing it. I think I still gotta go pick up the whatever this gasket's called. I can't remember it at this time. I'm a Cummins guy, but this is the first one I've ever had. So never been much of a diesel guy up until I needed one. So, and of course I went the dumbest route to acquire one. Why go buy a truck when you can just buy pieces and build a truck? So yeah, here we are. But the truck has been looking good. And nothing's really happened with the interior. I did acquire a bench seat for it. If you follow me on social media, you probably would have found that or seen that. I still gotta get this clutch pedal mounted in there. This is out of a 90s truck. I hope I can make it work in this cab. Not fully sure on that. I don't know. I don't look anything up. I just do it the hard way and learn later. So that's what I'm best for. But yeah, that's where the square body's at. I want to get back to work on this because I want this truck to be running soon. I need to get other projects in here, aka my 93 Chevy single cab short bed. I lost the transfer case chain on that, and I want to do a lot to that truck. So I want to have that in here as my first winter project of the year and have the Cummins out of here running. Not necessarily fully running and dry. Well, it'll run and drive, but it won't be like a roadworthy setup yet. That'll be next summer fully, or over the winter if I do get to it. But yeah. So come out of the garage here. 59 still just hanging out with us, but we'll get to her eventually. Excited to get to that truck hopefully next summer. She'll be a blast. The 02, there's too many of these damn Subarus, I can't keep the years straight. 02 WRX is all put together finally. I'm very happy with it. Got it running good, driving good. Hopefully this will be gone before winter. Crossing my fingers on that. So, but it turned out really good. I'm very happy with the car. Interior turned out nice. Ended up putting STI seats in it. Just those came with the car. I wanted to put factory seats in it, but oh well. Got a different steering wheel in it. Nicer door cards all the way around. I ended up having to put new door harnesses in this car. Somebody had hacked a stereo and speakers in it at one point, and all the wiring. So they were all twisted together and literally scotch taped. And some of the speakers were shorting out in the doors, just causing havoc. So finally figured that out. Got that situation. Ended up having to put another intake and wiring harness on it. If you followed the beginning of this, you'd see I built an intake for this car, and I truly couldn't narrow it down between the intake and the wiring harness. So out of the black parts car I had, I ended up taking the good intake and wiring harness that I knew was good off of that car and putting it on this one, and it solved all my issues. So very happy about that. So like I said, the car's running good. It's looking pretty good. Could use a little shine, a little cleaning. And then white coupe has been good. Been just enjoying that all summer so far. The 01 coupe is doing great. Really haven't driven it much so far this summer. I actually just started dailying it again since I broke the chain in my oh man, I can't talk today. I just started dailying the silver car again because I snapped the transfer case chain in my Chevy. But what do you do? At least I have a backup. And I acquired this. This was a weird want that happened earlier on this year. So we scoured Facebook and found the perfect deal on this 94 Toyota 4Runner SR5 5-speed. Yes, 3-liter 5-speed 4Runner. Body is a little rough around the edges. The kid tried to do some body work to it, and it's got some rot here, but where this thing needs to be solid, it is. The frame is immaculate. The inside is absolutely beautiful. One little rip here. Don't mind this mess. I'm demolesting some rock lights and a light bar the kid had wired onto it, but yeah, those are minor details. This thing only has 137,000 miles. Has the appropriate sticker on the glove box. Like, I couldn't ask for anything more. The back is really nice. I got a bunch of parts back there. That's all the wiring from the rock lights I took out of it. But she needed some work around the edges. Leaks oil like a sib. And actually, that's really the only thing. It really only leaks oil. It's been a blast to drive around so far, but I ended up digging into it and found a few things here. So let me open this hood. So the motor's currently torn apart right now. I wanted to do a tune-up on it and just clean it up, and I've been snowballing and snowballing and snowballing. So I originally degreased it, ended up finding out the kid that owned it did an oil change on it and never tightened the filter. So that was where at least 80% of the leaks on this thing were coming from, is the fact that the oil filter wasn't tight. But what do you do? Some people just, it's hard, I guess. But so yeah, got that tightened up and the thing stopped leaking oil. I then started tearing the intake off of it to get to the valve covers, the spark plugs and whatnot. So I'm also doing valve cover gaskets while I'm in here. I wanted to do valve cover gaskets while I was in here because I got the intake off, and if I have it off with the enormous mess of vacuum lines that these old Toyotas are, I figured come in here and do it once. And while I was here, I decided, well, I should look at the timing belt, and discovered that, well, she's pretty well cracked. I hope you can see that. So yeah, timing belt's done. It actually, this timing belt was done in 2002, at 125,000 miles. So this thing's only had roughly 13 or 14,000 miles put on it since '02. Like, it's crazy. Like I said, it's an absolute gem. I'm so happy to have this thing. Gonna get it all fixed up here. I'm gonna make videos on it. Like I said, I got enough stuff here to make content. I just need to actually make the content. So, gonna start filming the rest of this going back together. Hopefully gonna be filming the square body Cummins very soon. But I'm gonna be jumping into right away is a friend of mine's car. He dropped it off for me to put a motor in and just kind of go through it a little bit. So here is another Bug-Eye WRX. Get this car running good, hopefully, so that he can enjoy it. It's a really nice, clean Bug-Eye. There's practically no rust on it. Rear quarters are beautiful. Just has some peeling clear coat up on the top and minor stuff. But so yeah, I'm gonna be getting this in the garage today, and hopefully throughout this week I will be starting to tear this car apart and get a motor in it for him. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at for now. Like I said, the gray truck blew the transfer case. The old Ford, the old Dick, just doing what she needs to do, except she has a pretty bad gas leak. Need to get that taken care of. And well, you've seen the old green car in the last video, so she's doing really good. Hopefully blow that thing up soon and put a better motor in it. But the damn 1.8, man, they don't die. For some reason, they do not die. But yeah, let's get this one put in the garage so that we can start making videos on it. Got a back seat full of parts. Should be fun. Ugh. Oh, we got no battery. All right, well, I gotta go get my battery charger. I will be right back. Oh, got a little sidetracked there. But, oh well, that'll happen. Now it's ready to start. Let there be life. Yeah, this car just has a pretty consistent misfire that we've never been able to get rid of. Lots of piston slap. So, we're gonna see what we can do with it. He's got a heavy clutch in this thing. There's a heavy clutch pedal. It doesn't really take much to get her going, but I think we have a new clutch in one of the boxes behind me. So yeah. There she goes. Oh yeah, I gotta love that coil over ride. She bouncy. Forgot to move those doors. Darn. So also, one other thing, I don't never claim to be the most knowledgeable Subaru person. I've never been able to figure out this car. Whenever you rev it, it hesitates. You watch it jump up and then it goes before you rev it. It's really weird, just it's like, it's really weird. So if you know something about, if you've ever experienced that and found a fix for it, please let me know, because I haven't found one for this car. So it's just very, very odd. definitely runs pretty rough. So, yeah, I hope we can fix a lot of it. Hopefully make this a good car for my buddy. So, that's the motor that's going in it. And we got a lot of goodies in the back seat for it. Just basically trying to make this a nice stock Bug-Eye WRX. Minus all of his pink lines and all that. Other than that, it's just going to appear as a stock WRX, and that's what it'll be, hopefully. He'll probably do mild bolt-on stuff on his own later on, but heck yeah, that's what we're going to set him up with and see what happens with it. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully give me a like and a follow. So, see you in the next one. We'll be tearing a motor out of this thing.